What's up, y'all? James here from Leadsicle, and in this video, I'm going to show you guys how to work with forms. So once you are logged into the system, go ahead and click the link called Sites over here on the left-hand side. And once that page loads, you'll see another list of links up top. Go ahead and click on Forms, and this will bring you into your form library. So I've got some forms already installed here for you guys, and I'm going to go through all of these with you, but there is a store contact form. We have a consignment store upload form, and then we have your join the VIP list form, and you guys can change the name of all these forms as well. And I'm going to show you guys how to do that here in just a second. But for now, let's go ahead and click on this first form called consignment store contact form. Okay, this is the form that is currently on your contact page on your new website. If you want to change or add or take away anything from this form, the first thing that you can do is click on this button over here on the right called Styles and Options. This will bring up a window of tools that you guys can use. So let's say you wanted to change the background of this, the background color of this form. You can use this form style section here. There's a background color swatch, and here is where you guys can change that background to anything you want. If you do have company colors, you can put that hex code in there and it will change that to your company colors. If you wanted to change the corner radius of this sign, so that is the radius around, some people like, you know, a softer, rounder edge. Some people like hard square edges, but you can manipulate that right here. If you wanted to make those rounder, you would increase that corner radius size. If you wanted to bring it down, you would just decrease that like that. I think I had it somewhere around 8. But here's where you can do anything and everything design-wise with your form. If you wanted to change the look of this button here, go ahead and give that a click, and when you hover off, you will see that that orange box is highlighted, indicating that we are working in that section, just like in the website builder. And here under button style, you can pick and choose any color that you like. Again, if you have company colors, you can put that hex code in right there. And then if you wanted to change what this button says, there is a text box up here, and you can literally just use your keyboard and you can type whatever text you want to right there to make that button a little bit more customizable. And then if you want to toggle any of these containers to required or not required, you can do that as well, these fields rather. So if you click one, you'll see that we have first name required. If you want to toggle any of those off where they can submit the form without putting in certain pieces of information, you can do that there. We usually leave first name on, email, and then message, last name, phone number. Sometimes we don't require them to submit those things if it's a general contact form. Now on your consignment contact form, which I will show you guys here in a second, we do require all of those. You can toggle them off. Usually when people are submitting items for consignment, you generally want to have all their information, first name, last name, email, phone number, and then a little bit of a descriptive message about, what the items are that they're consigning. And then if you want to change the name of this form, you can do that over here in options. You just click options, and then this form name box will appear, and you can use your keyboard to rename this form if you would like. And then the thank you message is what happens once they click to submit this form. A message will pop up. Here, I've just got a general message that I've built out for you guys, but if you want to customize that message, you can do so here. And then, of course, you'll always want to click save anytime you make changes. If you do have this form already in a website that's live, you do not have to go back and republish the website. If you make changes to the form, all you have to do is click save here, and it will automatically live update those on your website. Okay, adding and taking away fields. If you guys want to take any of these away, all you have to do is simply click on it and then click this circled X icon right here, and it will take that away. If you click save, it will save that change. If you guys want to add any fields to your contact form, in the top left, there's a button here. If you hover over it, it says add form element. Go ahead and click that, and you will see a list of pre-built field items that you guys can use. First name, there's one just for the full name. There's date of birth, phone number, email. Here's where you can add a button. There's payment links even, address, city, state, all that good stuff. You can put a text field. You can even put an image in here. So say you guys wanted to put an image or any one of these into your form, all you have to do is click and drag that over there, And then from there, you can choose an image on your computer to put in the form. And then you can take that away by clicking that X. If you guys wanted to add, let's say, address information, you can put in the address right there. So you just drag that over, drag the city underneath it, drag the state underneath that, and then you can drag the postal code next to that. If you want to make all these in a line, if you click over here in styles and options, there is a toggle. Yeah, over here on styles, there's a inline form toggle that you guys can toggle on and off. This will make the form long and narrow where everything is in a line. If you want to kind of compress everything, condense it for the web page, we usually will toggle the inline form off. And then if you want to make any of these fields required, simply click those, and then let's see, we'll close this one out. Yeah, close this one out. And then you can toggle required on there. You can do that for address, city, state, zip code, pretty much anything, any field form that you guys want to put in here. You can make that where it's either required or not required to submit the form. If they try to submit it, if they try to submit the form for something that's required that has not been filled in, it will stop them and it will prompt them to fill in that information. And then to take everything off again, just simply click on it and click that X. There's some other options up here too. If you guys want to, add a custom field. So here's where you can add, if you see something that's not over here that you want to ask a customer and you want to include that in the form, you can create an additional form field here by clicking that add button. And then there's different options here. If it's something that they type in, just click single line and then click next. And then you're going to want to give that single line item a name. I'm just going to call it single line item name. And then you'll want to group that under usually just general info or additional info, and then click save. And then that will create that item for you. It may take a second for it to pop up. Yeah, there it is right there. And then you can drag and drop that over there. They also have options for checkboxes or yes or no questions, things like that. If you guys want to implement any of that kind of stuff from your form, that is where you would do that. Okay, moving back to our form library, go ahead and click this back button over here in the top left, and this will take us back into the library. I want to show you guys how you can update the logo and manipulate your VIP list form that's on the front page of your website. So go ahead and click this Join VIP List form here. And don't forget, you guys can rename this form by going to the top left Styles and Options, and then click on the options toggle. And then here's where you guys can rename that form if you want to. And then don't forget, here's where you can reword your submit message. Whenever they click to submit this form, a message will pop up, and here's where you guys can change that message. Now I want to show you guys how to change your logo. So unfortunately, you can't change a logo once it's on there. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over here to the top left and click this add form element. And then I want you guys to find the image option, and it will be down here towards the bottom. And we're going to drag a new image right underneath that one. And then from here, we can delete this one. And then here's where you can choose your logo. So you guys go and find your logo. You can upload it right there and then click save, and your new logo will be in that form. Changes already submitted and everything to your website. Once you click that save button there, you don't have to go back in and publish the site again. Once you click save here, it will live update that for you automatically. All right, so we'll pick our logo and we will upload it in there by double clicking. Give that just a second and it will pop in there for you. Boom, there it is. Now, you're going to want to change the size of this image. So all you got to do is come over here to the right. Now, once you change the width, it will automatically update the height for you. So you don't have to get the calculator out. You don't have to do any math. Just go ahead and type in a size here, and it will automatically do the width and height proportions for you. I'm going to go with 220 looks good right there, I think. Now, if you guys want to change the language here in any of this text, just go ahead and click that text box, and you can use your keyboard and you can highlight this text, delete it, change it. If you want to highlight a word, just double click it, and then from there you can bold it or unbold it. You can change all that font color right here, and you can also change the type of fonts. We have a lot of different fonts in here that you guys can choose from. So that is how you would manipulate that text there. If you guys want to add a name or anything onto this list, all you have to do is come over here. If this was toggled off, you would just click this plus sign here, and then you want to find, maybe you want to go with first name. You can add that first name there, and if you want to make that a required field, again, highlight that text field and then just click required there. Click save to make those changes, and that's how you guys can easily add a text field or take a text field away by just clicking that X mark there. And then you can again toggle those to either be required fields or not required fields. If you are going to use this form for sending text message campaigns, which this is what this form was built for, highly recommend you guys use this to start building your text and email lists. You can send those text message campaigns. So I always put this little tick box here so they agree to receiving text messages from the business. And then just like the other form, if you guys want to change the color of this button or the style of it, just click that button and you can use these tools over here to make any and all of those changes. And if you guys want to change the border, you can also do that over here under styles, I believe, and you can change that to a dash border. You can change it to a solid color border, or you can have no border at all. If you guys want to give it a background color, you can do that. I believe we use, the dashed one, or I think we had the dot. I can't remember which one it was, but either way, you guys can select your border there. And again, just always click save to submit those changes. All right, now let's head back into our form library. I'm going to show you guys a couple more things. So the next thing I want y'all to click on is consignment store upload form. I'm going to show you guys how this form works. So this is a pre-built form that we made for you guys, and this one is attached to the pop-up inside of your website. So whenever someone clicks on that submit items for consignment button, it will open that pop-up and they will see a form like this. So it's got all their pertinent contact information, name, last name, email, phone number, and then they can click here to upload up to 12 images. If they have more than 12 images, or if you guys accept more than 12 images, we can set this to accept more than 12 images, or you can just have them re-upload another form. And then they have a spot here to tell you about their items for consignment. If you want to manipulate any of these buttons, you guys can do it just the same. Background color, corner radius, you can change what the button says. You can change what happens after they submit the button. So if you go to options, you can change this language right here. And so that is the consignment upload form. I will show you guys one more thing. If y'all want to create a form from scratch, you're going to click this blue add form button here. And there's a couple options. You can either create one from scratch totally, or you can choose to create one from a template. I'm going to show you guys from a template first. So choose that one right there. We have templates from all different industries. Don't worry about the industry though. Just worry about, or just look at rather the design and overall layout of the form. If it's one that you like and you want to work with, you can change all these images, colors, and everything to match your business. So that is how you can create one from a template. Then if you want to create one from scratch, just click that from scratch option right there, and it will open the builder for you. And then from here, it just gives you a default layout to start with, but from here you can go and you guys can customize the buttons and the colors. You can change this from you can toggle that inline on to kind of condense everything, make it fit on the web page nicer. And then you guys can add any of the quick add elements over here, or you can do a custom field option right there. And any of these elements, again, you can toggle off if you want to take them off, and then always click save to make those changes. And guys, that is basically it on how you work with forms. The system itself is very user-friendly. A lot of it's drag and drop. If you guys have any questions, please reach out to support@leadsicle.com and we'll get you taken care of. Talk soon.